Welcome back, and I'm back at the Black Dog Cafe in Stouchburg, Berks County, joined by Chef Jeff from the Black Dog. Appreciate you inviting me back again.
It's good to see you again.
It's been a few months since I've been here. I guess it was summer since we last met.
Yep, I know. It's a little bit warmer.
A little bit warmer. Things have cooled off a bit, but we are spicing things up today in the kitchen with a dish that you practically read my mind with all of my favorite ingredients here.
I thought you were going to like this
I
one.
am excited. Tell me what we have.
Okay, we have MahiMahi that we're going to crust with tortilla chips, and then we're going to make a Cuban black bean sauce.
Sounds wonderful.
And we're going to saute some shrimp up and give them a little bit of heat, and then show you how to put it all together.
Popular dish here in the restaurant?
Oh yeah, sell a lot of it.
Love it. Where do we start?
All right, a little bit of salt and pepper on there.
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do is you're going to dredge the fish in the flour.
Dredging. Here we go.
And then from the flour, it'll go into the egg, and then
Okay.
over to the tortilla shells.
My goal today is to be a little bit more hands-on than I was last time, because I was pretty much pointing at things and letting you do most of the work. But I'm really going to prove to the people at home watching that, when given the opportunity, I know what I'm doing here.
I know you can do it.
All right, got eggs on here, and now we're just going to put it on top
I'm just
of
going to crush these guys up a little bit.
Doritos could be a good alternative.
I like the plain tortilla shells. This is the blue and yellow corn tortilla. Just going to push that on there. There you go. Push
Okay.
it.
Got it on here.
All right.
It looks pretty.
Now, over here, just going to drop it into the pan.
Just
I'll get this for you.
Okay, yeah. Watch for the splashback,
Yes.
folks.
We don't want that to happen.
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now, my problem would be I would get those blackened to the point where you wouldn't want to eat it. How do you know how hot to make that so they don't get burned to death?
Well, surprisingly enough, with the corn tortillas, and that's why I like to use these won't burn as quickly as something like Doritos that would have like all kinds of seasoning and stuff on them.
Or breadcrumbs that would fall off and
The breadcrumbs in a pan that hot would definitely burn right away.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to pop this on a sizzler, and we're going to throw that in a 350-degree oven.
And the whole frying purpose of that was just to make them stick better?
It's just going to crisp everything up. It's going to seal the fish on the outside, seal the juices in.
Okay.
All right, so now we just move on and start baking it.
All
we
right.
can use this same pan here. A little bit cramped for space here. We're going to make our sauce.
All right.
Okay, so we got some black beans. The rest I'm going to leave up to you. About the same of everything here. Just pass
Do you
these
use
over.
the black beans in the can, or do you just use black beans that you throw the fish in there? Can we just pull that out?
Sure, no
See,
problem.
we're not editing this. This is how it really happens, folks. But back to the black beans. Do you soak those? Do you use a can? Does it matter?
You can soak them. If you use the regular beans, the best thing to do is to soak them.
Okay.
It helps to remove some of the toxins that are naturally in the beans.
But the flavor's kind of more blah, would you say?
A little bit.
But that's what that stuff's for.
Yes.
All right. Leave the flipping to Jeff.
This is teamwork here. You like cilantro?
Love it. People love it or hate it. I love it.
Me too.
Kind of like a pico kind of salsa thing we have going on.
Exactly. Garlic?
Yeah. Did you mince this? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
From the
Garlic
jar
crust?
that you just buy at the store already done?
I'm not a big fan of that. That has a different flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
But the kind of garlic I think most people have in their houses, till they use it all, it starts like sprouting, growing like limbs and everything.
One option, you can crush it, just a little bit of that. That's chili powder. There we go. You can crush it and freeze it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Okay.
Paprika?
Yep. Just use about half of that.
This
That's
is-
cumin.
Kind of like an Indian spice, yeah?
I always like that in dishes that I'm using some beans with. It seems to set the sauce off.
Again, a lot of people have this kind of stuff. Maybe they have it in one of those pre-assembled spice kit kind of things in their spice rack. How long do these spices really last? Because some of them have been in there a long time.
Yeah, I would say if they've been in there for a couple of years, I'd just change them over.
Yeah.
Get some fresh ones.
All right.
Okay, now, what I want to do is going to squeeze a little bit of lime juice in here.
Okay. Plastic green lime, okay?
No.
No?
No.
Come on.
No, get fresh ones.
Oh, man.
Okay, and I have some water that we're going to add to this then.
Okay.
First, though, I don't know if you know this trick or not.
Probably not. That's flour?
Yes. just a little bit. That's going to help absorb the oil that we had in there, and it's going to make this sauce thicken up.
Okay. Now, if I did this, I would probably have white chunks of flour still floating around in here. How do you avoid that?
You just use a small amount. It's just going to be a little bit just to cover the outside of the vegetables.
Okay.
You're getting good at this.
Thanks.
Okay, you can see how it kind of tightened things up on there?
And obviously we don't have smell-o-vision here, but the smell, the aroma is kind of like taco seasoning packet you buy in the store, but not.
You know
but
what?
Better.
And if that's all you've got, use it.
I mean, it could be an alternative, right?
Very easily. I mean, that's a good product.
But if you were using taco seasoning packets in here, that would be a problem at the Black Dog Cafe.
It would be a problem.
People would want their money back. That looks
Okay,
great.
now there's our sauce.
Okay. When we come back, you'll get the finishing touches on this spicy dish after the break.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to set this back here. Also, I want to bring up something when you're using the flour to thicken the sauce. That has to come to a boil. If it
Why?
doesn't come to a boil, it's going to excuse me one second. It's going to taste like glue. It's going to be pasty.
Ooh, we don't want glue.
No.
Glue's not a condiment that I prefer.
Now, I'm going to have you saute some these shrimp
Okay.
right there. They just go right in the pan. Just
Oh my.
careful.
That's going to sizzle.
And let me get you here.
I think we made shrimp last time, didn't we?
I don't remember.
So we were talking about the O for the shrimp, meaning overdone.
Oh, that's right.
C
That's
meaning
right. That's
cooked.
right. I remember now. Okay.
Now we've got some sticking here. I'm a little nervous.
Nope, you'll be fine. Whoop.
One just jumped out at me.
That's all right.
It's live. Live, folks. My kitchen at home, the same way.
Okay. I got some strips of jalapeno I'm going to put in there with the shrimp.
Now, I'm glad you're cutting that because I always get to the point where I touch the pepper and then forget about it and then wipe my eye, and it's not a pretty sight.
No, you don't want to do that.
And it really is in the peppers, and I guess, is that like the veining in there where the spicy part is?
Yeah. There's a lot of heat in the seeds, but
So depending on your taste, if you want something more mild, you could eliminate a lot of that, and if you like it hot, I guess leave them in.
okay. Well, we're going to jack this up just a little bit. Now, you don't want to be breathing this in.
And that. This is a what sauce?
That's a hot sauce that we make here at the Black Dog. It's basically cayenne pepper, a little bit of vinegar,
Oh, it smells good.
some garlic. With,
Are we deglazing the pan right now?
That's what we're doing.
Ah, see?
I'm telling you, you know your stuff.
We were playing trivia last night, the bunch of us, and I was all about the food and drink category.
Did you win?
I was doing pretty well, yeah. They were impressed with my knowledge, I must say.
All right. Okay, we're good there,
Yep.
and we're good back there.
Now, what's the technique we have going on here with like 3 pans?
That's just for
Just off
saving
the heat?
space.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
that's all. That's just the way
Do not
things
try
are
that
set
at
up
home.
here. You know how to work with an avocado here?
Yeah.
You've done this before?
I am not very good though at telling if they're right because I usually get them when they're like gross in the middle.
Well,
and then I have
that
to throw it
wasn't
away.
that wasn't a great one there.
Yeah. Kind of like brown in the middle. We don't.
They're still usable. They just
They just aren't as pretty.
No, let's hopefully this one is prettier.
It's like an avocado surprise. You never really know what's
Absolutely.
going to be inside. I mean, honestly,
You don't.
I can't tell.
We're gonna have to go with that one.
All right.
And then what I got to do here is gonna spoon that out
the
like that,
inside.
and we can cut it on here, or you can just cut it right in the shell
Now
there.
this is a cutting board.
Yes.
It's not quite what you see in people's homes, though. Most of the people have like those little wooden type thing, butcher blocks. What material is it?
It's almost like a hard rubber.
Okay.
It's a little easier on your knife. I don't know if you've ever seen the plastic ones that are
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, they beat your knives up really bad.
Okay.
Okay, what we're going to do with this is we're going to put this right in the sauce over here.
You want that to melt?
It's,
Flicking flour across the room?
yeah. Because this is a little bit, the avocado wasn't real pretty, kind of soft, we're going to put it right in the sauce rather than trying to use it for garnish.
So if you had a nice one, I guess you could.
Yeah, we were going to
the
put it on
but-
top, but I mean, putting a brown avocado on
Don't
top
worry
isn't going
about
to do it. So. And like, we are just cooking here, so.
Just amongst friends. Are you going to put garnish on for your family? Probably not.
Okay.
Forgot about this guy.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
All right.
I was ready to just eat this.
Yeah, I know.
You probably could.
You can.
Put it on some nacho chips.
Absolutely, right over top. You're good to go. Actually, there'd be something good for you with the leftovers.
Why would you want jarred salsa if you could do that in 2 seconds like you just did?
Yeah, it's not hard to do. It smells awesome.
Yeah, it does. Now, I'm a big fan of mahi. Any tips you have for fish substitutions? Like what else would work or what would be something you want to stay away from?
Well, the reason I chose mahi or something like grouper or red snapper, it's not going to fall apart. Like some of the fish that when it cooks, it gets large flakes. That's not going to work with this. It's just going to turn to mush.
But like a salmon, I don't think that would be.
That wouldn't be good with the, at least for me. I don't think I'd go that direction. But like the mahi-mahi, grouper, red snapper, anything along that lines would work out really well.
Okay. Something you could maybe do on the grill. I know there's people out there that I know hate the smell of fish inside. Stinks up the house.
Sure. You just put the pans on the grill and work it that way. But really, fish should not smell.
And that means it's bad fish if it does.
It's getting old if it has a smell to it.
How about a side for this? If we're thinking about making a meal for a family, perhaps like rice, risotto, or do we have enough carbs with the beans?
You got a lot of carbs with the beans. Personally, I maybe just some sautéed tomatoes and onions with some fresh herbs would be really nice. I mean, even though.
And you had the chips on there too.
Yeah.
Meal itself.
All right, we set it up here and we'll garnish with some fresh limes because that's going to come in handy when you eat that.
Yeah.
I like to squeeze that fresh lime juice all over there, and then I'm in fish heaven.
Did we use this?
A little bit of that we put in the sauce.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. Looks wonderful. Can't wait to try it. If you would like this recipe sent to your email, all the ingredients that you see here on the screen will send you the entire way to do this. All you have to do is send us a recipe, or actually email, and we'll send you the recipe. ctrecipes@comcast.net, or do what I do and many other people do. Make a reservation at the Black Dog Cafe in Stouchburg. Jeff would love to hook you up with this wonderful meal.